Hello everyone, and welcome to my look at the 1984 cult classic Repo Man. To close out this crazy year, I thought I would look at this film to mark 10 years after I saw it. I was 15 then, and ever since it just surprised me every time I put it on. So let's open up this dark sci-fi infused comedy and get things started. The film opens with a clips of a growing green map, such a title from a story played by Iggy Pop. After that, we see a Hydro Patrol pull over a car that has a mysterious item in the trunk. The cop inspects the trunk, he's vaporized instantly, ending up by a pair of boots. The license plate also changes, which immediately sets the tone for her strange, genre-busters elements of action, comedy, science fiction, and punk rock. Our lead, Otto Maddox, with Emilio Estevez, easily helps capture the punk atmosphere at the time in Los Angeles with the fashions. Haircuts, one of the most memorable soundtracks I've ever heard. Standouts, in addition to the Iggy Pop songs just mentioned, include Coup d'etat by Circle Jerks, Institutionalized with Suicidal Tendencies, Tea Party by Black Flag. Much like Otto, I sense my favorite shows whenever I sing it. Walking home one day, Otto runs into Bud, played by late Harry Dean Stanton, and ends up getting roped into a whole mess of danger. As I mentioned, I'm on look at Alien. Stanton had many memorable roles in his life, and here's one of many things that will be missed this year. Otto brings a car to the Reaper office and gets a new job from Bud. Since an earlier scene showed her in the Pick and Pay hanging in a fight that got him and his coworker fired. So I was watching this. Yes, it turns out that most generic foods and drinks indeed have white packets of blue text in those days. Especially like the can of food Otto eats before going on his next mission. In fact, the film deliberately tries to keep most plot placements out of focus, even though it's becoming more common. Exceptions are the cards, which are having another model if you're going after. There's also the little tree air fresheners, which are hopelesses. You'll find one in every car. You'll see. Sure enough, we immediately see one of the dead patrolman's motorcycle next scene. It's like in the film, puts in little details you might not notice on first viewing. As for this whole bit with the televangelist, as a running theme in the film, was kind of addressing controversy many had at the time. It's become quite relevant again in recent years. As Otto and Bud talk about their business, given their frank use of substance and language, it's clear this film is not approaches herself like most others. It also has a great use of the LA setting, including chasing the aqueduct. It's being made intentionally used for scenes such as Chicky running Rebel out of cause, the Grease Lightning scene Grease, Chase T-1000 Terminator 2, and Sector 7 Escape and Transformers, among others. It's even many appearances in video games such as the Los Angeles Grand Theft Auto series. And plot and characterization are very unconventional. As a result, a lot of the enjoyment can come from seeing how each individual repo job goes down. Sometimes it goes smoothly, catch someone at the laundromat off guard. Usually, however, hijinks ensue. One scenario will have a crazy lady ranting about her garbage. That will have Otto's friends robbing the same liquor store from earlier. As Otto picks up, someone takes her to the United Fruitcake outlets. Here's Spain's language cover of Secret Agent Man by the Plugs, a very underrated act from that time. Otto speaks to Bomb outside again, it has a lot of potential alien life and how they could conquer space and time. Meanwhile, the woman from before, whose name is Layla, by the way, speaks with Otto as a call scene set by Agent Rogers played by Susan Barnes. The way this events interacts with Olivia Barrage as Layla. The cast has surprising chemistry, each of them. Everyone catches winning the car from early, which is Chevy Malibu $20,000 take. Scenes with Sting at car was trying to steal from the Rodriguez brothers, Lagarto played by Dale Zamora, and Napoleon played by Eddie Velez. They act as rivals in this film to Bud, Otto invested in the people that reap our lots. That's the thing about this film. There's no one main antagonist. The film simply gives a whole cast of characters that have different interactions depending on scenario. It's not often to see a film like this even today. Back with Nate, Poe, and Lagarto, they start driving stolen Malibu, telling them where radioactive material in the trunk. Snape uses a payphone outside a hamburger stand. The car ends up getting stolen by Otto's friends, just as they rob a pharmaceutical company. Between all the crime, drugs, and LA setting, it's a really good time for this after LA remake of Grand Theft Auto that we'll be on. The next day, Layla gets a mysterious call as she's captured by a couple of strange men in black suits. The plot thickens, as it were. As all his friends meet Agent Rogers with what appears to be a Michael Jackson glove is actually a robotic hand. Baldwin from Poe tries to open up the trunk, but burns his hand nearly avoids getting vaporized. Archie isn't as lucky after he's vaporized. He's the man earlier managed to steal back the car. There's also a fight between Bud and the Rodriguez brothers, but Leo tries to find the Malibus at once along LA. After losing his lunch over the highway, Otto catches up to the Malibu and its driver, who gives some very honest words about the cargo inside before dropping dead behind the wheel. Also able to get the car to the lot and judge everyone for a big party at Miller's. As all his friends rob the liquor store one last time, not only does the clock say it's drink time, but the bottles of alcohol on the shelf assume generic packaging. With the London Dry, you have the same fonts, tomato, ketchup, and the mashed potatoes. Ozal's friend dies from his wounds. His last exchange with Oz Dr. Humor as Debbie runs off. The whole film takes a more bizarre turn, as Al has to get Bud out of the hospital, into a final chase or the Malibu for the streets of LA. It also turns out the glowing effect of the cars created simply by using day glow paint you can get at a hardware store. Then closing ought to be giving Bud a cut of the money. His car takes flavor LA skyline. See everyone come out to see the Malibu fly over the city as the Plugs Real 10 plays. Some of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. Its symbols might not have been as much now as it did when I was 15. This film may not be as well known as other ones I covered on this channel, but it's definitely a good choice to close out this crazy year. You may not find many blandies or tie-ins in this film, but you'll find ideal cult classic of the punk rock age. Against a modest $1.5 million budget, the film easily made a respectable $3.7 million and got a dedicated audience. It has Cox captured the feelings at the time perfectly. This one surprised me, and has made since I first saw it a decade ago. I have been known for not bending others easily and can definitely identify with Otto and Bud's mindset here. Even though others have told me that I can still do the same things I've been doing, I don't want to. I want to expand on my channel and all my content, even on things I've done before. I'm not going to let anyone or anything change my mind about that. Quite a bit planned for 2018. I'm not going to let anyone or ill-conceived algorithm change that. So I'm going to enjoy this first watch remaining moments of the year. My favorite reading these I have started before. I'm not returning just yet, so keep an eye for more stuff in 2018. Bang.